Oh, no, 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 no.
I just recorded a video yesterday talking about how Colleen hasn't addressed anything, and then I woke up this morning to find out that she posted a new apology video playing the ukulele and singing. I can't.
Some influencers resort to crying, some resort to these long, planned out serious videos, and some don't say anything. We've seen it all, but one thing we haven't seen is singing.
Although I gotta give it to her, she plays and sings really well.
Toxic gossip train.
But I mean, the lack of touch with reality to think that playing a musical instrument and singing about the serious allegations against you was a good idea.
My team has strongly advised me to not say what I want to say. I recently realized that they never said that I couldn't sing what I want to say.
You should have listened to your team.
I still felt it was important to come on here and defend myself a little and take accountability.
You mean to tell me she wrote, rehearsed and rehearsed, sat down to film this and still thought it was a good idea?
Yeah.
Anyway, I had to record this video to point out all the things Colleen forgot to address because it was one of the worst accountability-taking apology videos I've ever seen.
It's been a while since you saw my face.
It's also been a long time since the young kid who you had stick his hand down your pants on stage in front of people has seen your face. And oh, guess what? He's still a minor!
So let's go on the toxic gossip train. The locomotive's fueled with hateful accusations.
She essentially equated all the allegations to a toxic gossip train of misinformation and manipulation.
A lot of people are saying some things about me that aren't quite true.
But there are a lot of videos out there of you doing things you shouldn't be doing to or for your underage audience. Like, where is the misinformation? Anyway, you can tell already how her apology went. But let's get specific. She forgot to apologize for how inappropriate she was with fans on stage. She forgot to apologize for how some of those kids made her fans feel afterwards.
I think in this video I was about 16, where I was laying under Colleen and she was smirking down at me while thousands of people were laughing. I basically felt naked, so it felt incredibly sexually violating. And not to mention, after the show, I had to walk back to my car where there was many men staring at me in a very predatory way that they were not looking at me before because of how exposed I had been on stage. So I literally did not feel safe leaving the venue.
She doesn't seem to care about that, since she didn't sing about it. She didn't apologize for putting underage fans in these situations.
I also wanted to take a minute to talk about that girl Miranda sings. You know the one. Yeah, her? She's PG-13. It says that on my website, and it's always been that way. And that's why you won't find my videos on the YouTube Kids app. I didn't realize it was my responsibility to decide what was appropriate for every kid to see. I've always relied on parents to decide if they're comfortable with their families watching my YouTube videos or coming to my live shows.
Saying your Miranda Sings show is PG-13 isn't taking accountability, Colleen. That right there tells us she's okay with exposing kids to sexual content, which is another thing she forgot to apologize for, specifically, because in a proper apology, you are specific about what you did wrong.
In the beginning of my career, I didn't really understand that maybe there should be some boundaries.
In her ukulele singing moment, she apologized for oversharing and not having boundaries with her fans. But that's very broad, and could have included, or not in her mind, talking about her relationship, then trauma dumping about her divorce, talking about her private sex life, and asking minors about their sex life. She didn't apologize specifically for talking about sex with minors. So I guess she thinks that sharing with her underage fans that she wanted to her husband's is not a big deal. No need to apologize for that. So trivial.
I never had any bad intentions. These rumors look like facts if you don't mind the gaps.
Hey, I can believe that maybe you didn't have predatory bad intentions when you were behaving inappropriately with kids, but that doesn't make the actions alright, because they still happened.
Tie me to the tracks and harass me for my past.
You keep saying that people are harassing you for your past as if you were a teenager that didn't know any better. You were over 30 asking a minor to send pictures of his ass. You were an adult making sexual jokes to an underage audience, and you choose not to apologize for it? Where's the accountability when you're singing
Toxic Gossip Train?
It's what Film Cooper said.
You're talking about inappropriate things with kids. Things that if I describe, I would get demonetized. And that's interesting, because if I would get demonetized for saying the things online that you said to children, then maybe you shouldn't be saying those things to children ever.
That makes a lot of sense. So why wouldn't she apologize for doing that to kids?
The only thing I've ever groomed is my 2 Persian cats. I'm not a groomer. I'm just a loser who didn't understand I shouldn't respond to fans.
And she also forgot to apologize for making jokes about the R word.
I'm not a predator, even though a lot of you think so, because 5 years ago I made a fart joke.
Again, where is the apology? There is a clip of you portraying someone with the intention of another person. You did that.
Oh, I was gonna rape you, but if you're into the covers, that is way too much work.
Sweet dreams.
Again, I understand that maybe a long time ago that was considered funny. But now that you know this isn't, now that it's considered offensive, apologize for it.
Sometimes people can make a mistake.
Sorry, there were many mistakes, not just a mistake. We're all mad because you genuinely seem to think that what you did was appropriate. We're mad that you continue to not take accountability for that.
Have I made some jokes in poor taste? Yes.
That's not an apology.
Was my intention to manipulate? No.
Yeah, that's up for debate, since there was a power imbalance in your relationship with your fans. And you knew that when you were asking your fans to make you feel better, when you were telling them that they're your best friends, when you were inadvertently, apparently, making them go after Adam when he was talking about what you did to him. As I said, debatable.
Sometimes people make a mistake, and it doesn't make them a horrible person.
But mistakes have consequences. And you affected a lot of people with your mistakes. And we're all telling you this, and you're not acknowledging it.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that all of you are perfect, so please criticize.
No, nobody's perfect. Yes, we all make mistakes. But this apology was not taking accountability.
In all seriousness, I do think it's really important to hold people accountable for their mistakes.
She did not take any accountability and was basically playing victim the whole song.
I know you wanted me to say that I was 100% in the wrong. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna take that route of admitting to lies and rumors that you made up for clout.
This woman is in denial. There are tons of evidence showing her behavior, and she says she's not gonna apologize?
Toxic gossip train. Hop on board, but close your eyes. Otherwise, you'll realize that the train is made of lies, and that person you despise maybe didn't deserve to die. But hey, at least you're having fun.
I personally don't despise Colleen, but I despise what she did to kids. Yes, some of those things happened a long time ago, and maybe she doesn't do that anymore. But the fact that she was an adult back then and thought doing these things were a good idea is a big problem. And the fact that she's not addressing the things that she did, even after countless people talked about it, that is the issue here with this apology.
An apology without an apology.
You didn't share any plans to make amends, how you're gonna change your content moving forward, nothing. Sure, she has her reputation to uphold.
Her reputation's deceased.
But the fact that she took the "oh, you just wanna hate on me" route for her apology video is honestly disappointing. Seriously, I was hoping that she was gonna do a good apology video and really try to turn things around and show us that she is a good person like she claims she is. But when you pull out your ukulele and start singing about it, that's just a slap on the face, you know?
I won't survive in the crash, but hey, I hope you had some fun.
I'm sorry, girl, but you brought this upon yourself. Sure, there are people online who take the hate too far. No, she doesn't deserve to die. But yes, there have to be consequences for her choices. I agree that no matter how she went about it, there's no way she could have made everyone happy. But you didn't do yourself any favors with your painful to watch ukulele apology video. Alright, let me know what you think in the comments down below. I love to hear your thoughts and discuss, you know, the things that are happening. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, go click on this video over here. I'll see you there.